Good morning. Today we are working on greatest common factor and least common multiple. First, I will explain you what is a factor and multiple. Factor is a number that when multiplied by another number results to a product. Like here is an example of 6. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6 because 2 times 3 and 6 and 1 times 6 is 6. So they multiplied to become 6. As for the multiple is a product of a given number and any whole number. The smallest multiple of a number is a number itself, and as you can see here, the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. So, to summarize the relationship of factors and multiples, you can see there are 20 blocks. They are arranged in an array of 4 rows with 5 blocks each. And multiplying by 5 yield results to 20. So 4 and 5 are factors of 20, while 20 is a multiple of both 4 and 5. Now coming back to the GCF and LCM topic, I'll follow a parallel process to find both, using the factor tree method first and then continuous division method. So if we use the factor tree, we have to list down all the prime factors of the numbers whose LCM we are trying to find. Then we multiply the common prime factors to find the GCF. So here we have an example of finding LCM and GCF of 16 and 24. So using the factor tree method, I'll branch out by first separating prime numbers from the number. So 2 times 8, and then going further, it's 2 times 4 and 2 times 2. So since we landed on the prime numbers, we cannot go any further, and we'll do the same process with 24, and then so now we have all the prime factors. So for 16 we have 2, 2, 2, 2. So there are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And as for 24, we have again 4 prime factors. So it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now, after listing that, we will take out the common numbers, as in pairs. So here you can see that we take out 3 pairs of 2's, and we'll list them as 1, since they are the common prime numbers. And that gives us 8, and 8 is going to be our greatest common factor because they are factors, and that is the highest amount. So now the product of greatest common factor and what have been left out, which is 2 and 3, if we multiply all of them together, the product of that gives us our LCM. So in this case, 8 times 2 times 3 is 48, and that's our least common multiple. Now the second method is the continuous division method. And I'll use the same example of 16 and 24, and I'll show you how to perform the continuous division and find the LCM and GCF using that. So in continuous division method, we'll list all the numbers together and we divide them try to divide them with the same number. So here in this case, both numbers are divisible by 2 because I can see they both are even numbers. And continuing that, so again dividing by 2, and I'll get to 4 and 6, and again they're even numbers, so I'm again dividing them by 2, so I'll get to 2 and 3. Now I ended up at 2 and 3 in the end. That means I cannot go any further since both are prime numbers. So the numbers that I use to divide, these are common factors, but the words left out are not the common factors. So I'll list out the common factors and I find again 8, which is the greatest common factor of both 16 and 24. And when I multiply the common factors along with the left out numbers, that is 2 and 3, I'll end up at 48, and that's my least common multiple. So think about it. 16 times 3 is 48 and 24 times 2 is 48. Anyways, moving on. So continuous division method is most preferred because you can use it to factor out large numbers, and if you have like 4 and 5 numbers, so it's easier than factor tree method or listing the multiples. So let me show you an example. So here I have 36, 54 and 90. So listing them again together and dividing them together. First I will use 2 to divide all of them since all of them are even numbers. And now I can see that 2 of them are not even numbers, so I'll try and divide them with 3. And so 18 divided by 3, I'll get to 6, and 27 divided by 3 is 9, and 45 divided by 3 is 15. And since all 3 numbers are also divisible by 3, again I'll divide them by 3, and I'll end up at 2, 3, and 5. So now I can see that these remaining numbers are all prime numbers. That means I cannot divide them any further. So the numbers that are listed on the side, that's 2, 3, and 3, these are common factors. And multiplying these common factors, 2 times 3 times 3, I'll get my greatest common factor, which is 18. And multiplying the greatest common factors with the left out factors, that is 2, 3, and 5, I'll get my LCM. So 2 times 3 times 5, and the greatest common factor, that is 18. So first I will multiply 2 times 3, and that's 6, and then 18 times 5 is 90, and then 9 times 6 is 54, and I'll just put the 0 that was in the 90, and that gives me 540, and that's the least common multiple of 36, 54, and 90. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something valuable from it. Thanks for watching. Bye.